Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to check out ONDO's price chart. And as you can see, in the last 48 hours, we got a beautiful move on the upside. And in the previous video, we were, I believe, right in here. And I was saying, look, it seems like that we have completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down. And after having a 5 wave on the downside, what are we going to have? A move up. But I said the move itself most likely is not really tradable, and we need to pay attention to the shape of the move. If we get a very strong move up, that could be a great sign. And I think we can all agree on the fact that this is absolutely a very strong move. Now, let's zoom on more and see what is happening in like very short term. So here is what I have in my mind. Let's just hide everything. As you can see, this point right in here is the lowest low. However, I do not believe that we should start counting bullish structures from this point. Why is that? Two reasons. Number one, this move down looks a lot like a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means this is actually an impulse. Reason number two, if you want to say from here to about this point, we have completed an impulse pull. Okay, I don't think really you can argue that because this is just a simple 3-wave movement to about this point. However, you can say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down with a truncated wave 5 into this wave 5, and everything does actually add up with this structure being a complete 5 wave to about here and not this point. This is a very important point. Why? Because now I'm going to say that maybe we are having beautiful 5 wave up into a wave 1, A, B, C, probably in form of a zigzag into our wave 2, a strong 5 wave on the upside into wave 3, and there's a good chance the current move down that we are having in ONDO, it's just going to be a correction for 4, and after it's over, we are going to have probably another move on the upside into wave 5. So the fact that we are 100% able to identify a beautiful 5 wave starting from here in my books is definitely an optimistic sign. Now, what about our bullish scenario overall? Again, if you want to be optimistic, now you can argue this is 1 and then A, B, C running flat into wave 2, and this 5 wave on the upside is going to be into a wave 3, and then we are going to have correction for 4 and yet another big move up into wave 5, and basically you can say the final low in ONDO is already in about 67 cents. Can we have another optimistic scenario? Yes. We can say maybe we are having like a series of 1-2s. This can be 5 up into 1, correction for 2, and then wave 3 for 5, which on a higher degree might be into a wave 3, correction for 4, another move into wave 5. This is also possible. The points that I'm trying to make is this: if you want to consider bullish scenarios as your primary case, okay, it seems like one way or the other our move up in the short term in ONDO is going to continue. But this is important, pay attention. In my opinion, any analyst at any given moment should be able to come up with a bullish and also a bearish scenario at the same time. And in the interest of objective, I am also going to consider the possibility of having, starting from the lowest low in ONDO, a beautiful A, B, C zigzag, which the subways for it are going to be like this. 5 wave up into A, correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, maybe even if we are like really bullish, a triangular structure, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up into waves. Let's go on the live chart and count some waves. So if you want to be bearish in ONDO, I think you can kind of safely assume that this is an A, correction for B, and we are having at the moment another impulse up into our ceiling. But this is not going to be, for now at least, my primary scenario. You see, every single possibility should have a very important invalidation point, and as long as I'm not proven otherwise, I'm going to consider the bullish count as my primary scenario. And when is that going to get invalidated? This is the key. When we get maybe like from a bit higher, a very strong move down in order to take now this important slowdown here about 80 to 82.5 cents. So if we do this at that point, I'm going to talk bearish in ONDO with a bit more confidence and say, you know what, this is actually ABC zigzag, and from here most likely we're going to get a continuation of the downtrend in order to take the lowest low in here as well, about 66-67 cents. But as long as we are not doing that, I think we are allowed to be optimistic, and in the short term maybe after like another small move on the downside, we can count on yet another move into wave 5. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Ondo. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.